This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. Hello, everyone. It's Thursday, July 29th. We're so lucky to have you here with us. I'm Tori, here with Lindsay and Al. You're looking fantastic.
Thank you. So are you Al?
Thank you.
I just didn't want to leave Al out.
I appreciate it.
She looked directly at me and said, only
This
you.
is a great look.
I was about to say I'm here with my peeps, and then I looked at you guys are dressed like peeps. The actual.
Oh my gosh, we are.
Yeah.
I love those things. All right, let's get to the news here. We are told to mask up all of a sudden, right? And then it was okay to take them off, right? But then a lot of people are upset and confused over the new CDC mask guidance because it's now calling for everyone to wear masks again. Indoors, in areas where there are high levels of transmission. So here's how Dr. Fauci responded to some of the confusion we understand on CNN.
Now, the level of virus in the nasopharynx of an infected person with Delta is 1,000 times of what it was with the Alpha, which means it really has the capability, and in fact, in the real world is doing it. It can transmit. So nothing changed about the science. It was the virus that changed.
Interesting, mutated, but there is a lot of pushback from people, including Texas Senator Ted Cruz, who called this new guidance absurd and says the CDC is too politicized. Here's what Cruz said on Fox News.
A year and a half ago, the CDC was one of the most respected scientific organizations in the world, and they allowed themselves to be politicized with Dr. Fauci at the helm of the politicization. And right now, their credibility is in tatters because they behave more like an arm of the DNC than an actual serious medical and scientific organization.
Meantime, major corporations, including Google, Facebook, Netflix, all of them are now requiring employees to get vaccinated before returning to in-person work. Again, individual companies can mandate that you get those vaccines, and those big companies are, and usually they're the domino effect of all companies to start the trend. What do you think, Lindsay?
So Ted Cruz is over the top, but I think he has a point that the CDC, just like we sitting up here, knew that everybody wasn't going to go get vaccinated. So to say that this Delta variant, when we were warning people about variants last year that hadn't even had a name yet, is now turning into the morphosis that we thought it was going to be, like, we're not surprised. So why are we getting new new guidance. It should have been keep your masks on if we're not going to mandate, which I don't agree with, the whole country getting vaccinated, because we didn't start with mandating it. But I also think, you know, if you look at everything that's going on, like, companies have to protect themselves. So having people all out sick is messing up their bottom line. Having them using all their health care coverage is messing up their bottom line. So I think companies have to take it up to themselves and say, listen, we're going to put these rules in. Even like restaurants that we go to, they decided to relax the mandates out here. You don't have to wear a mask now that the CDC says. And really this whole time during COVID, we've been meant to govern ourselves. So I think we have to just continue moving that way.
Yeah, how's that working out?
I mean, we all up here got vaccinated, and we all have been figuring out how to move around. And I think that nobody has said, this is going on a whole new presidency. Nothing has really changed as far as like what's being told for us to be done that's set in stone. So we need to continue moving forward, protecting ourselves the best way that we know how as business owners and just as people trying to still live our lives.
Right. Well, I mean, definitely, we all want to live our lives, but I would push back and say the one thing that has changed is the virus. It's mutated, and it seems like the Delta variant is much more effective at finding unvaccinated people and getting them much sicker than the original COVID. I'm talking about it like it's a movie. And, the scary thing about that is we then had to dictate and change our behavior. But any change that we make in our behavior is then looked at almost like a politician. If they change their mind, they're accused of flip-flopping. When things change, you have to say, hey, Lindsay, from now on, there's no running in the pool area, so you need to put on wet shoes. Now it's like, oh, well, before I didn't have to. Yes, things change, thoughts evolve, but that's now looked at as weakness in flip-flopping when it's just, to me, receiving new information. We just did that thing about the suntan lotion. We were like, hey, don't put that. And everybody's like, okay, I'll remember that this summer. We didn't go, well, my dad put it on, and we just evolve with our thoughts, but now it seems like it's a bad thing.
Adaptation. I hear you. And a lot of you, I said to you, why are you not getting the vaccine? I just want to hear, honestly. And you guys wrote me, and I'm really thankful for that. And many of you said it's because it's not FDA approved. It's only approved for emergency use. So I did a little bit of research, just so you guys know. I wanted to know, too. And it turns out.
Nerd alert.
Yeah, very nerd alert. That the emergency use and the FDA approval are incredibly similar and very thorough. I mean, there's very little differences. So in case you had those fears, I want you to know they may be unfounded if you want to go and do your research on that one. All right, let us know what you think. We love hearing from you. Now, one of the side effects of this new COVID surge, some people are changing their tune of the virus and getting vaccinated, including this one woman from Mississippi whose husband is hospitalized with COVID. Here's what she told CNN.
We have really tried to, after this, talk to as many of our friends and family as possible that they should get that. I never really realized how bad it would be, how bad this Delta variant would be. And I'm exhausted. I had to slap in the mud now. But I'm really worried.
How many people can relate to that, right? How many people out there are nodding their heads? Meantime, in Missouri, a doctor there is describing how some people are coming in disguise now to get the vaccine. Take a look.
I work closely with our pharmacists who are leading our vaccine efforts through our organization. And one of them told me the other day that they've had several people come in to get vaccinated who have tried to sort of disguise their appearance and even went so far as to say, please, please, please don't let anybody know that I got this vaccine. I don't want my friends to know, but I don't want to get COVID. I want to get the vaccine.
And this is why I argue for a federal mandate. I know it's unpopular. I know it's not going to ever happen. But to me, if you normalize it that way, like the polio vaccine, like the measles, like the mumps, and you make it mandated, like Netflix is doing, like Google is doing, like Facebook is doing, you make it so there's no politicization of it and there's no like fear of it. It's just something you do.
Oh, you don't think the federal government telling America what they need to do?
They've done it before.
Isn't going to be.
Vaccine mandates have worked
everything,
before.
It needs to be before and post the internet. There is now a wave. You've seen that documentary on HBO, 100-foot wave? There's a 100-foot wave of disinformation that has an economic system based on keeping people in a bubble of disinformation. The idea of a federal mandate is what they want. It's what they need, Lindsay.
But you're proving my point, just to interrupt, because you're saying there's a bubble of misinformation. Normalize it, make it part of the immunization vaccines that we all need to have, and then all of this noise and bubbles go away.
I think we made this weird divide where it's like, so according to HIPAA laws, nobody really walks around asking people what shots they have, and all, unless you're a school,
right?
Letting children come in. So we're in a space now where you walk up to people like, "Oh, did you get vaccinated?" And to me, that still rubs me the wrong way. So I understand why people are going there disguised, because it's their personal business, you know, and it doesn't have to be like a big hoopla. If they want to do it, it's something that even I didn't make an announcement when I got vaccinated.
What about when you have your daughter? If they want to hold your daughter, would you ask somebody? I hope that's not too personal.
But that's what I mean. Like coming in my house and my kid. I think it's a little bit different. Like
so you would ask?
I just think I'm just going to take a break from having a crowd of people. I know who's vaccinated because my family has shared that information with me. But I think in like random friends, I'm not going to say, "Oh, come fly to Denver with this new Delta variant and come hold my kid." I don't think it's going to be that type of party, at least for the first year of having a child. I understand why people with young kids would ask, and because I'm not in the situation yet, I don't know. But I think that people have just been asking you in the grocery store that you come into in passing, and I think that that's a little bit too much.
Well, Netflix, Google, and Facebook disagree with you. Interesting, huh? Coming up on DBL, I interviewed my hero. It got weird.
I think we all
Cesar
interviewed
Millan. I know. Okay, we interviewed.
Well, we weren't there because it's so big for Tori.
All right, we talked to him about how he actually did save my life, and he even gives us a little inside scoop on this great new show. But first, Team USA Gymnastics goes for the gold in the all-around competition as Simone Biles watches from the stands. What she's saying about stepping back from the games. Stay tuned.
Hi, DBL Nation. Happy Thursday. It's Kelly Schubert here with the DBL digital team. Thanks for joining us here today. We're continuing the conversation up here.
So I actually haven't thought that through because I'm thinking about going to like a big family outing. You're right. I haven't asked extended family if they got the vaccine, but everyone in my family has like volunteered the information. But I think that's family.
Yeah,
HIPAA laws are a little bit weird with families. Like, oh, this is going on with my pregnancy. Those are the people that probably will hold my kid versus like, oh, my uncle I haven't seen in 2 years.
Exactly.
Like he might be a little bit of a hold off.
Okay, let's say your uncle who is on your family group chat, who you know who's said I'm vaccinated, so you're cool with him. He brings his new girlfriend, and she hasn't been vetted. Do you ask her?
I don't know that I'm going to go around asking everybody, are they vaccinated?
I think you'll feel
if she
differently
goes,
once you have a baby.
Can I hold your baby right in that moment? She got her hands out.
Shut up in the beginning.
Your whole
You're going to say no, probably.
But I feel like I've been protected during COVID. I'm not even going to lie, because everyone said that, oh my God, everybody's in your face, rubbing your belly. That didn't happen to me. Literally 3 people that were random have touched my stomach. One lady I'm really friendly with at the cleaners, and then two other people that I would have preferred not.
Minus COVID, how do you feel about that? I've always wondered.
And how do you stay positive?
I don't think that I care, but I think I'm happy that nobody really was like, oh, because it's just.
Would you mind if I did that?
I asked her when we took a picture. I said, "Is it okay if I touch your belly?" And she was like,
I wouldn't care.
Yes,
I think it's weird. Like a lady in UPS did it to me the other day.
I think it's weird when people
Like,
don't
oh my
ask.
God, how far along? I'm like, is COVID still?
Yeah, you're like social
she was like
distancing.
60. So it gave me like my mom vibes. Yeah, so I wasn't really mad at it, but it's still like,
Still a little
people
jarring.
think it just feels like the circle thing hanging off of you. No, it actually still feels like my stomach. And imagine somebody like tickling you when you're 30 plus years old. It's just like kind of weird.
Yeah, I've always wondered about that. Just people reaching for you out of nowhere. Like, I like those earrings. You're like, hey.
Yeah, don't touch me.
I do like those earrings, though.
Thanks. They kind of hurt my
So
ears.
you guys are going to ask everybody they're vaccinated before hugging them.
I'm not having a baby though.
But I'm asking, forget the baby
But
before you guys hug
my
people.
youngest isn't vaccinated. I would ask
Probably.
anybody coming in.
So people going to hug you, be like, are you vaccinated?
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with
So
that?
you're going to be halfway leaned in saying,
No,
are you
I'm not
vaccinated?
DBL Nation, let us know what you think. Will you ask people if they're vaccinated? Bye.
Welcome back to DBL. It was a very exciting day for the women's gymnastics at the Summer Games. But first, spoiler alert, if you want to watch it tonight, who found out and who won, and you don't want us to spoil it, plug your ears now.
I'm sorry, I won.
American,
how'd you get back so fast?
Yeah, you really traveled fast.
Tape delay.
Okay. American Suni Lee took home the gold in the women's gymnastics all around. She is the 5th straight American to claim the title. Teammate Simone Biles was in the stands supporting and watching the competition, cheering her on after she withdrew from the event due to mental health concerns. Very quickly, I do want to get to Simone's tweet. If you haven't seen it, it's going to leave you feeling warm and fuzzy. This is what she said, quote, "The outpouring love and support I've received has made me realize I'm more than my accomplishments and gymnastics, which I never truly believed before." I thought that was awesome.
Right, because we talked about, well, off camera yesterday, we talked about how, like, she's saying little things on Twitter, and it's also like dealing with mental health. You're wondering, how are you active on Twitter? Don't you need a minute? But it's hard when we have our phones right here. But the fact that she's acknowledging that everybody stood up and kind of lifted her up, I think it's important because she was like in this depression and still probably is, but she's still sitting in the stands, still cheering for her team.
Giving the chalk out.
Right, and really being helpful. And I think that this is a real life moment. We're watching her go through it, and I'm looking forward to seeing her on the other side.
You know, I was going to say, oh, Jeff's not here, but Bieber wrote and said, Justin Bieber, not Kevin Bieber.
That's your homeboy.
Justin Bieber wrote, and he said, I gave up a tour in the middle of it, and it was the best mental health decision I made.
I remember that.
He said it was, people were freaked out.
Kanye did that as well.
And he goes, yeah, and he's like, it was the best decision. So sometimes when people say greatness, I think maybe the greatness is knowing when to stop. You know what I mean?
I think the idea of pushing people is something that is going to go away.
Yeah.
You know, I think, do you need to be pushed sometimes a little bit? Maybe. I'm willing to have that discussion. But the idea of pushing somebody to do something that they clearly aren't ready to do, I sent a clip to, I think you and Jeff and Erica, because we were on the show yesterday, about pushing athletes, and it was Dominique
Dawes.
No, Mosianu, I believe. She was a gymnast in '96. She was pushed to do the vault. She had a fractured tibia. She went up there. She attempted it. She cracked her head on the beam. Nobody came to take care of her. No cervical CT scans. They just let her go sit down.
Yep.
No one cared, because that's the thing. When you push somebody to do something, yeah, they might land a move like Carrie Strug, but what expense? She landed because her other leg was broken.
Exactly.
So
and
I don't know if we should be doing this.
And Simone said this. I hope this is insane that she said it. I don't know if it resonates with you. She said, mid-vault, I got the twisties. And in gymnastics, that's what she was saying, is that can turn into something real bad real quick. You don't know where you're landing because you're not there. And she could have had a catastrophic injury.
Right.
So I totally hear that. The twisties.
I didn't know it was called that.
Well,
I hope it's really called that.
I knew.
I know what she meant, though. It resonated, but I don't know if that's the word. But if it is, okay.
The
very scientific term.
Very scientific. Coming up on DBL, let me take a breath, because I got to speak with my personal hero. I'm not kidding.
Me?
She's
no,
not.
Al, don't make this about you. It's Cesar Millan. I promise you, you don't want to miss it. Seriously.
With more than 580 touchdowns thrown and 7 Super Bowl rings, it's clear that quarterback Tom Brady is one of the most accurate NFL players of all time. But is he this accurate? Brady set social media abuzz with this video showing him perfectly throwing footballs into a
Welcome to DBL. I said I wouldn't cry during this. Sometimes dreams really do come true. Earlier, give me the tissues. Earlier, thank you. I got to interview my personal hero for many reasons that you'll soon learn, to talk about his new show, Better Human, Better Dog. That's right. In today's Chatting with the Stars, I spoke to the dog whisperer himself, Cesar Millan. The dog whisperer himself joins us, Cesar Millan. I'm already crying. Welcome to DBL. We're talking about your new show, Cesar Millan, Better Human, Better Dog. But first, I just have to say, it's been a bucket list, as I said to you earlier, to meet with you and to have this interview with you. I was in a deep depression, and you got me out of it. And I just wanted to say thank you, Cesar.
My pleasure. My pleasure. That is my goal in life, to help people understand energy, to help people connect with nature, to help people to become more natural, simple, and profound. You know, to live in the moment, to find your pursuit of happiness, and to have somebody that loves you unconditionally.
That was
so
it.
Definitely, thank you so much for your words, and I'm glad you actually took the message, you know, that I want the whole world to get.
Yeah, and I got a dog from it. I had to get out of my bed, and I got a dog, and I did rules, boundaries, and limitations, and I climbed my way out.
Now, Cesar, I'm expecting a baby girl soon, so I want to know what's the best way to introduce my new baby to my new dog to my newborn?
Well, definitely a tired dog first, a dog super tired, you know, so that way the body is not telling the brain to move forward excited, so that way it moves gentle. Social distance means respect. So that means the dog has to be outside the personal space, and that creates the respect to the pack member. You know, just like the Lion King, everybody gave social distance, and so most people, they want the dogs and the baby to get close really fast. That's not the right way. So you want trust, respect, and then is the love. So that actually creates the instincts to understand how to be with the new member of the pack.
All right, now, Cesar, I actually had this thought right in the middle of the pandemic. I went outside to go get something out of my car, and my dog started going crazy. And it hit me, it's because during the lockdown, we were with the dog all the time. Now, a lot of Americans are getting ready to go back to work, which means leave the home and leave the dog at home. How can dog owners help their pets adjust?
If a dog follows you throughout the day 50 times, make sure the dog only follows you 25, and the other 25, the dog learns not to follow you. You know, so we do that with humans. You know, sometimes we don't want to be followed, and we ask them, don't follow me. And so, but when it comes to the dog, people don't have the boundary. People don't have the limitation.
Exactly.
So it's important to understand that there's rules, boundaries, and limitations in a relationship in order for the dog to give you social distance.
That's amazing. All right, now tell us about your new show, Better Human, Better Dog. You were always telling us you were training the human, not the dog, from the beginning. How does this new show fit into this world of energy training, boundary making? Talk to us about your new show.
Well, because your home should feel safe, peace, and love. So people are going to experience my ranch, you know, a place that I created, 43 acres, and people, as soon as they enter, they feel safe, they feel the peace, they feel the love. So that's your land talking to you. Then the community, my kids are now 25 and 21.
Oh my God,
and I have a group of people that I've been training throughout the years. So how the community also plays a role, that is your family, and then is the activities, right? So then how the activities, the community, and the land now plays a role. So everybody's going to be able to practice regardless of whatever income background you're coming from. To me, it's all about, you know, removing the whole point of money, fame, and power, and focusing on natural, simple, profound. And so that way everybody can have that beautiful, safe, peace, and love, you know, natural, beautiful, and profound.
Thank you, Cesar Millan, for chatting with us today. All of you, you must watch Cesar Millan, Better Human, Better Dog on National Geographic every Friday. Again, I can't overdo it, but you saved my life. We'll be right back.
Now that there is a fourth wave of COVID sweeping over the U.S., fueled by the Delta variant, the debate over masks is heating up once again. But it turns out your old cloth mask might not cut it. Let's connect the dots. Any way you look at it, the Delta variant is much more contagious, with evidence indicating it can travel from person to person in just seconds and with limited contact. Researchers have found people infected with Delta have 1,000 times higher viral load than people infected with the original coronavirus strain. And that has helped it race across the country, leading public health officials to ask even vaccinated people to mask up again. And it's not just any masks. The former head of the FDA, Scott Gottlieb, says we need to be talking about high-quality masks like N95 respirators. Those are the medical-grade masks. They provide more protection than cloth or surgical masks. Cloth masks can be problematic because they don't filter out enough particles, and surgical masks just don't fit tight enough to your face. There is one group that should not wear N95 masks, and that's children. They have not been approved for use in kids, and probably more importantly, can be uncomfortable to wear for long periods of time. Experts say it is better to find a mask that kids can wear comfortably to encourage use. And of course, your best protection is a vaccine shot. Connecting the dots, I'm Rekha Muttaraj.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Steph showed me some amazing products at even better prices. It's good this week. Here's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com. All right, what do you have for us today, Steph?
So first up, here we go. It's the Kalista Original Triangle Heated Styling Brush. And these are perfect for every hair type.
Nice.
So normally this is as much as $179. But guess what?
What?
We've got it for only $15, which saves our viewers 92%. Okay, so next up, if you think that cleaning floors is a hassle, wait until you try the True and Tidy Spray Mop. Normally, this is as much as $50, which I think is pretty good for what you're getting with this.
Right.
But we've got it for an even better price. It's only $19, which is 62% off. Now, we couldn't come up with something better if we tried. This is the Wonder Tucker 4-piece washed microfiber sheet set. So normally it's $60 to $80.
Not bad.
I know.
Not bad.
But now it's only $29 for a queen and $39 for a king, saving our viewers 52%. Last, there is something to smile about here because we've got the 2-pack White Tonight Natural Teeth Whitening Pens. So this deal includes 2 pens which contain 30 applications each. It's enamel safe and it's got no harsh chemicals. So this is the perfect natural effective way to bring your white teeth back. So normally this is as much as $80, but now we've got 2 for $25. That's saving 69%. Anything over 50% is a steal.
So good. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com on your smartphone. We made it so easy for you. Thank you so much, Steph. Real quick before we go, today we are remembering infomercial. Speaking of wonderful products, king Ron Popeil. He died yesterday in Los Angeles at 86 years old. You may remember him. He's famous. His late night infomercials. Let's take a look at some of those.
Expert or amateur will love Popeil's Pocket Fisherman. It's rod, reel, line, bobber, hook, the whole thing. Yes, it's fishing fun for the whole family, and only $19.95.
Just spray GLH on and it instantly covers your bald spot, leaving you with great-looking hair. And ladies with thinning hair or bald spots, GLH solves the problem instantly.
I'll just put it in this machine over here. I'll slide it back and set it and forget it.
That is DBL. Diablas got nothing on him. DBL's new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow.
Thank you.